Many college students today spend thousands of dollars on classes that are required for education purposes but have nothing to do with their careers. Today, I want to argue or even persuade to you that colleges shouldn't require general education classes because they're a waste of time, they increase student debt, and they often don't help with success. As a student, I have taken classes that have little or nothing to do with my major or my future goals. General education classes are courses outside of your major, so it has nothing to do with what you're trying to accomplish. They're like history, science, or any kind of other general education that has nothing to do with your career path. This affects students because it impacts how long you're going to be in classes and how long it takes to finish the degree and how much it's going to cost. So first, general education classes waste time. Students are forced to take courses unrelated to their careers. For example, a business major might have to take advanced science, and that's just something they'll probably never use, unless of course their business is in major science. The time it takes away from learning a skill that they can actually use delays the graduation, adding extra time and even semesters, slowing down entry into the workforce. On top of that, students are often just focused on passing these classes because they're required instead of mastering their major, which is equally important. No say. You know what I'm saying? Second, these classes increase the cost of college. Every extra class costs money. On top of not just paying for these credits, you're paying for the books and materials and everything required that goes with the class, which ultimately costs a lot. So when you might think, I'm taking these extra classes, I'm learning more, but you're also spending a lot more. All right. And that's going to increase loans and student debt ultimately, which is going to give you more financial stress after the fact when you've graduated finally. And that's going to build up a lot over time, especially with interest. Finally, general education classes often don't contribute to career success. A lot of material isn't relevant to the specific jobs, and students forget it shortly after completing it. Another thing to look at is that employers care more about real experience and hands-on things like internships and hands-on learning. And that matters more to them than unrelated coursework such as general education requirements. Students would benefit more from spending time on focusing on their major and building expertise. In conclusion, general education classes create more problems than benefits. It adds to your debt, it takes away from learning your major, and on top of that, it's just a waste of time. Most employers aren't going to be looking at, did you complete history? They're going to look at what you can do for that company and so on. So it's ultimately just a big waste. Students should push for changes that can make education more focused on your major rather than focusing on general education requirements. Because in the end, you're not going to be in school forever. You're going to be at a job. You're going to go off and accomplish different things. And if you're just going to sit there in these classes and waste time and money, then you're going to be setting yourself up for failure. College should have to prepare you for the future, not just slow you down because the college determines you need these classes. I hope you understand by listening to this that we all need to take action to make sure these general education classes are reduced so that way we don't spend more time and money wasted when we could be using it on our major and putting all that money that we're taking out back into our pockets. My name is Paul Dunham, and I hope that this speech has persuaded you to take some action and go charge forth. Y'all have a great one.